Hi, my name is Yamila, and my question for you today is, why are you here? For those shrugging your shoulders, I completely understand where you're coming from, and hopefully this presentation is an eye-opener. This question is just one of the fundamental questions that many people think of. I took it upon myself to do some research on this question and see where I end up. I searched up the question, why am I here? And to my surprise, tons of other questions were in sync with mine. But one question that related to mine the most was, what is your purpose? With that being said, the word that I took interest in was purpose. What is purpose? What is the reason for it? These are the questions that I demanded an answer to. So in result, I searched up, what is your purpose? After doing this, I was brought to an atheistic reason on your purpose here on earth. Atheism is the disbelieving or lacking belief in the existence of God. During my research on your purpose, I read that people who don't believe in God see no purpose of being here on earth and that everything was an accident, including themselves. They feel that they are here on accident, so their purpose is to make something of themselves. Whether it's being famous, wealthy, or finding true love. Ultimately, in this sense, your purpose has to do with your inner self and what you make of it. Some people who refer themselves as the new atheists argue that religion should not simply be tolerated, but should be countered, criticized, and exposed by rational argument, wherever its influence arises. In other words, they have become missionaries for the view that we are here by coincidence, the chance combination of gases, random mutation, and natural selection. After reading the atheistic worldview, I took interest in the word religion and wanted to understand the connection between it and purpose. I then researched the theistic view of your purpose here on earth. Theism is the belief of a god or gods, especially believing in one God as the creator of the earth. While reading and understanding the theistic way of life, I wanted to know the theistic purpose of being on earth. I searched up theistic worldview and saw that they believe that God, gods, or some supreme being is responsible for the world and our lives. In this view, most advocates would suggest our purpose is to please or in some way live up to the standards of our Creator. In other words, in this worldview, people believe that our purpose is to serve God and do good in His name for humanity. You are here to tend the earth. You are also here for God's pleasure. He made you to know, love, and serve Him in this world. So your ultimate purpose is for Him and Him only. When it boils down to everything, the biggest factor in answering this question is whether or not there is something or someone outside ourselves to whom we owe our existence. If there is no creator, then there is no ultimate purpose. After coming to this conclusion, I noticed the name Jean-Paul Sartre. After looking him up, I read that he was a philosopher that stated that life is meaningless. The best thing we can do is to end our lives. Really? But anyways, he says that suicide is an opportunity to stake out our understanding of our essence as individuals in this godless world. As unsatisfying as suicide is, there is nothing more to this life, nothing more than this life. In the United States, while majority of the population is not actively involved in organized religion, more than 80% believes in God. If there is a creator, then each of us has a meaning and purpose, simply because creators create for a reason. In the end, because God's existence and divine will can't be proven or disproven, it seems we'll continue to ask questions of meaning, purpose, and destiny. Belief or disbelief in God is a matter of faith. Either way. In other words, resolve the God question first, and why am I here becomes a much easier question to address.